Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Temptations of Ait'seh with WhatTeamComp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and we're here to have hopefully a good time filled with things that will not make people wish to scream. You know, the usual. Cold chill.
No.
Dog?
I mean,
My
that's
phone
much
was
better
under
than
my phone was under my ass
yeah.
and it vibrated and it scared the shit out of
Oh,
me.
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Congrats.
Sorry.
You're fine. It just, all of a sudden you eat, and I'm
mean-
thinking to myself, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. But I should probably double check. And then you tell me that, I'm like, I'm glad I asked.
I forgot it was in...
I'm nipples the enchilada.
Oh god.
I mean, be your best self, but at the same time, stop that.
I'm nipples the enchilada. It's chili dog time.
Oh,
God.
no.
Start quick before it gets
I'm
worse.
gonna mute myself.
Fair enough.
This thing's chili dog
So,
time.
hey. You're still going around in circles, Butters. Rein it in. Rein it in with your fishing rod of silliness. Stop it.
You are playing a sailor in this. You have the...
He's playing a fisherman. I'm not sure if those are synonymous, but I mean, you know, if you're a fisherman and you sail, I mean, did the boat have a sail?
I don't know how else he would work the boat if he could also live on the boat.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You can't live on a boat with no motor and get around by yourself if it's not a sailboat.
That's fair. That's fair. So, that being said, you guys had left off with, you guys finding yourselves, well, rather, no, you found yourselves as a collective in, the city of Bo's origin. And as you guys were traversing around Vessel's Perch, Bo hop, skipped, and jumped right towards the docks because, you know, that's the perfect place that he wanted to go to.
Still love that me and Zadim just watch the bubbles waiting for him to float back up to the surface.
Just like, is he alright? Is he okay?
It's pretty much like we drowned to float back up, so...
Yeah. He was fine, right?
I thought she said no fuck. It's like...
I think she was cooking and tried not to burn herself.
It's too much pepper.
Ah.
There's such a thing as that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's
Medium.
there's such a thing
easily
as too
go
much
overboard.
pepper and too much salt.
Salt, we spicing it up today.
We put in all kinds of shit in here, like garlic powder.
You know.
Anyway, before I get more hungry,
I'll post another picture of the orange chicken. Don't make me.
Don't
doesn't
do
look
it.
appetizing.
You know what? We're doing more cheese too.
So, Bo, I believe you were leading this, these brigands, these brigadiers, these goofballs. Yes?
And I was praying / I don't know what else this could be done by his fucking god.
Yeah.
Harassed?
You got hit by
I don't
one
want to say
wave.
harassed, because she doesn't seem like she hates me.
No,
And
she's
it was
just
only
playing
one
with
wave.
you for now.
Okay.
For now. Lightning bolt strikes me.
Yeah, I was never told. What's this map look like?
Ah, yes. The map appears to be of a coastal side. It appears to be surprisingly not super old. Like, I'd say, gauging, because of the fact that you've been on the sea before, you'd say that this is at most within the last 5 years. Which, I mean, that's still a bit of time, but considering how little the coastal line has changed since you were here, or rather when you were here, that means that there's a decent chance that this is still around. I can hear the beep in Taru.
Don't mind me.
Just beep, 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 don't mind me. You ain't hear shit.
Ignore the woman behind the curtain.
Oh, you did start the recording, but
We're in this. Yes.
We're in session.
okay, that's what I thought. I don't remember him saying he was starting.
I said it. I counted down.
So your microwave is in this episode.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The silent
myself a
realization.
little.
You're fine. It's just I did try and warn you, and then you're just like, so did you start?
Food.
Sorry.
She needed food in her stomach.
I need food and everywhere, just everywhere. You just give me all the food. But yes, it's mostly of the coastline, so far as you're able to tell. It's you have navigational tools or
Me?
cartographers. Yes.
Nah, chief.
All right, so you
I
don't
got
know
water proficiencies tools.
water vehicle proficiency, right?
Yeah, that and aqua.
When no worries. You'd want to get this checked out by someone then to see if they could help pinpoint exactly where this is.
I know anybody?
You know a few people who used to be able to help with stuff like that. Whether or not they're still here is currently the big question.
Any of them like me?
Roll a history check.
Leave me. I'm not gonna be home for another 2-ish hours. Give me a
You
second.
need me. You have physical dice?
Yeah. No, roll it for me now. I'm gonna try to connect to the roll 20.
No worries. Bo. I love the art still. Thank you again.
Oh my god, I still haven't changed mine, have I?
No.
Nope. A 15.
I'll take care of that.
With a 15, there was a few people who actually were, at the very least, decent to you. I will write out their names so that you can know what they are. I'll put it in OOC, don't mind me, so you can see it as well, but I'll type it onto here just real quick.
Matt has arrived. Also, Donna, something in here I remembered. Rip.
You bet?
I need to do something in this town. I forgot. But I'll do it once he's finished, obviously.
I'm gonna roll 20.
Well,
just
that
for
reminds me of a thing, and I wanted to check out, and I just want to make sure it wasn't this campaign. No, it wasn't. I just had to look past all of NPR's trying to check his damage that was above that was jam roll, and it just at the end of it, just at the very top of when I was scrolling up, it was just the first thing I saw was this is the end.
So, yeah, I tried logging on to roll 20. It just said forbidden.
Oh
so,
wow!
guess that's not happening.
Wow, how rude.
All right, and I can't believe I get to actually pull up these names. I'm so happy. All right, so there was Hauer. He owns a boat repair shop. He was pretty chill. Bill Diverlance. He actually sold you your boat. And a water genasi named Undertow, who had moved into the city. He didn't know what your story was, so the first time he saw your arm, he was just like, man, that's cool. I'll put that in here.
What time is it?
This point, it's getting closer to evening. You've been traveling for a bit. I'd say it's just a couple hours afternoon, so you still have a little bit of daylight left.
I'd say we can go talk to my boy Howard before we go to, or before we actually find a place to stay for the night.
Can't hurt.
I don't want to bother people once it starts getting too late. You know, that's their relax.
Understandable.
Yeah. So go and try to find
Okay. With the history check, you remember where his shop used to be. It's actually bigger than you last remember it being.
Oh, he's franchised.
And as you kind of like walk up and check in, like just quickly peek inside, you don't see Howard himself, but he used to be very hands-on and working with the repairs. But he appears to have gotten an assistant, a young man who's wearing he's wearing like multiple tools like over his shoulder and moving things around, but still trying to be closer to the front. So he's actually working on a piece in the front room area, so that if someone comes in, he can quickly just set it down, make sure he's his work's undisturbed, and be like, "Hello, hi, give me a second, just."
This looks like it might be counterproductive.
No, it's actually really productive. This is little repairs, little things. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Dusts himself off.
Howard here?
Howard? Oh yeah, he's in the back. Sorry, a lot of people ask around about him.
Oh Christ! Is he robot for anyone?
Everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
everyone's
not
roboting.
again.
Everyone's roboting. Can you hear me now?
No robot.
Hold on. I'm gonna move over to game time. Let's everyone move to game time. Let's see if that's better. It's probably just Discord, but let's.
Oh, wait,
Wait, everything's working now.
Oh, yeah, now it's working fine. As soon as I threaten it with game time.
Don't replace me!
I'll replace you if you don't work for me. Because
Immediately
you're,
starts the robot
yes, what?
again.
Because you're my baby, and I want you to keep my friends alive. Please
But
don't.
yes,
please.
what?
He when you mention Howard, he's like, oh, everyone mentions wanting Howard. No worries, I can get him. Just hold on, just a moment. He sets down some rope, moves into the back. He actually, as he's going in, he just like ding, 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 rings a bell as he walking in, and starts shouting, Howard, hey Howard, 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 and actually let me see, just for the giggles. Punk! You see this guy just get nailed with a piece of wood.
Dodge a plank, you can dodge a ball.
Apparently this guy couldn't. And you just see this older man. He's definitely been on the sea, because you can see he has a peg leg. Like full on, got that heavy set, stepping on that leg and just moving on to the other one real quick. Doesn't have a cane or anything like that. He just seems to have perfect balance with it after whatever he's been through, and he seems to have had a real swagger to him as he just kind of slowly kind of waddles in, looks down at the guy as the guy's just like rubbing his head, just like, you can yell my name once and I'll hear you. Goddamn kids thinking I'm hard of hearing. 1 second here. Oh yeah. Kind of looks you all over. Eyes slowly turn and look at Bo. Kind of just hobbles in, grabs a stool and just slaps it down. It's a fairly low-hanging stool, but he doesn't seem to mind as he just flops himself into the stool, just kind of looking at y'all. I don't know you, points to Naivara. I don't know you, points to Zadim. I don't know you, points to Clear. Who the fuck are you, points to Beardrick.
Jesus!
Gnomes aren't around these parts, so I'm sorry, but you're a little out of place here. But you, points to Bo. Ain't you missing something?
Yeah, you just have a claw.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Also, your coffin was supposed to be the sea, so I just need to know, did you come back from the dead to haunt me with asking for repairing your ship?
You wouldn't be the first person I'd haunt.
Alright.
Or you wouldn't be the person I haunt, period.
Well, I mean, if you want someone to repair your ship, I'd hope I'd be the first you'd come to.
It ain't getting repaired, Chief.
No, it wouldn't. Slaps his knee. Well, you're apparently alive. I'm gonna presume that you were never actually dead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Good. Being dead sounds like it'd be a mite bit boring. Grab a seat. He motion. There's like tools and such that are lying around. He hears you say that and just like, I mean, yeah, at the very least, you look better than being dead, so I'm going to presume the best. Unless you prefer, I presume that you were dead first and make a spooky story about it.
Nah, just woke up on a beach.
Woke up on a beach. Did you forget anything? I've heard stories about people waking up on beaches.
No, it was like less of just kind of. I swam. From what I can remember, I swam my way back to the beach and kind of just tuckered out. Maybe like a quick nap. I don't think it was a very long sleep. I just got up and started moving after that.
I always were a strong swimmer. Kind of just nods at that, like, yeah, this makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. But yes, do you know about cartography?
Cartography.
It depends on the map, I suppose. I'm more better with figuring out things from a nautical perspective, boats and the like, but if you got
I'll place the map on the thing. I found a map.
He is going to use his. He reaches for another stick, and you see the guy from before just kind of scramble, just runs over and grabs his tool for him. Just like, nope, no, I don't need that again. Please, no. Yeah, if he hadn't, that'd have beamed him right in the head. That'd have been a wasted roll on throwing something at him.
Why the fuck does he hit this child so much?
It's not a child. This is a teenager who's clearly like he's like doing the little things, but you see he's like taking his time with it, and it's clearly not the speed he wants.
It's a teenager. That's a child to me.
Yes, it is a child to you. You're not wrong. But to his mind, clearly he thinks otherwise. But he brings over the tools and he like starts looking it over. That ain't too far from here. I mean, it's good. And if you're going by boat, it'll be faster, obviously. I'm going to mark on the map where this is because he actually rolled above a 20, which was the DC.
Nice.
So where is? I've got a lot of yellows on here for cities. So what's a good treasure color? Orange?
Purple.
Yeah. Purple? Okay. Color of nobility. Sure.
Money.
I mean, not money, but you know.
I know.
Right here. And I will make sure that there's some text here as well, just so you guys can see a little better. Treasure maps, bounty.
Why the fuck is my hand hurting? Okay.
Yeah. Right? I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Right in this area. He does get his the young man to pull out another map and for him to show it to you. Most likely it's going to be right around this area. You'd have to actually get a boat out there and start looking around, seeing what you can do with it, but it ain't the worst place to sail. I mean, kind of slaps his leg. If I had sea legs, I'd go looking for something like this myself, but be it as it may, I find that myself getting thrown too close to the edge from time to time for me to think that it's a safe option for me to continue to do that, if you catch my drift, eh?
God damn it.
Where did Butters go?
I don't know where
Butter's
Butters went.
gone.
Bonus.
Oh, okay.
I was having a hard time opening my phone.
You're fine, man. But he just kind of, again, just nods, just like, he understands. And obviously you understand, so he's like, yeah. That being said, I want to keep your eyes open and your, well, if you're underwater, keeping your head on a swivel might also be the best option since, from what I've heard, there have been some, I believe some people are calling them the Coldwater Clan, which I'm pretty sure that's just the fact that they're more from up north. Sorry, I'm not actually telling you what they are. Sahagwin. I'd say, Butters, you can roll a nature check or a history check if you want. If you want, I can roll it for you.
Yeah, do that.
Which one would you prefer, nature or history? They're same
Yeah.
modifier. Yeah.
Nature.
All right. 11. You've heard of them. They're not the friendliest to sailors. They tend to try and capsize ships because they're hyper aquatic entities, but they can board ships and such.
What was the name you said?
Sahagwin. And the clan is called the Cold Water Clan.
God.
They've been trying to get up on boats, and the boats that won't let them get on, they just try and sink them. So, not exactly safe. You know what I mean? But actually, that's a stupid thing to ask. You're one of the only people who's actually had a boat capsize on them. So, yeah.
He looks very uninterested. He's an almost deadpan expression most of this conversation.
Yeah. And he slaps his peg leg just like, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm. My ship didn't really.
No,
The word
Jesus.
capsize always means something. Yeah, there's bing, bing, bing. Don't bust.
Yes.
No, it just scared me because all of a sudden that was in my ear.
But he started to say something with definite.
He stares at you for a moment, thoughtful. And he leans back just and he starts talking in that I'm being very idle with what I'm saying, but that's because I have a thought and, don't stop me if I'm wrong. Like one of those, come to think of it, I was one of those people who actually had checked your boat and seen a bunch of stuff regarding it. I don't recall seeing a lot of, damage to the boat that would have capsized or sunk it, or as some people said, most likely caught it ablaze. That just doesn't sound like you. You were always very safe with making sure that you are awake and alert for stuff like that. At least so far as I heard. But again, I suppose one could say accidents happened. He gives you a look like I'm clearly meaning the opposite, but am I off? Am I wrong?
Yeah. He nods. All the time.
All the time, huh? You think it was Sahagwin?
Shakes his head.
Out of character, how long have you been gone? Just to remind myself.
How long have I been with the party?
Okay.
Like add a month for that, maybe.
Yeah. It's been a couple months since it happened. You're not exactly out of people's mind, if you catch my drift. It's not a bad thing. Except where it could be more difficult for you. I'd tell you to keep your head low, but after what happened to well, I'm sure you'll see it eventually. Whole place has been torn down. People are a mite bit spooked. So seeing a ghost walking around might spook them more. You might want to follow your friend's example and keep a hood up, at least for a little bit. Slaps his leg. Sorry, I need to be heading back to work. Just keep what I said in mind, and maybe you'll be better off. Or don't. You always were one to follow your own path. I ain't want to be the first one to try and stop you. He holds out a hand to you.
Does he hold it? Which hand does he hold it toward?
Uh, it was your right hand that was a claw, right? Or was it left? Initially. I feel like it was your
I
left.
think it was his. Yeah, it was left.
Okay, he holds his right hand out.
Yeah, he'll grasp it.
He gives it a good hearty shake. Gets back up. Goes back towards his back and continues working on whatever he was working on back there. The other guy just kind of like looks between him and you, back and forth for a second, just kind of like rolls his shoulders, like, so, you knew the old man? Was he always this crotchety?
Nods.
Awesome. Glad to know it's not just me being in his general. Kind of just waves at the air around himself.
You find that you get another board to the back of the head.
What do you think I'm whispering? I'm stupid, but I ain't that dumb.
I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid.
See, he understands. I better go finish what I was working on, otherwise this is not gonna be done before sundown, and that might actually earn me something more painful to my head. Nice talking to y'all. I mean, if you need any assistance, just let me or him or just let us know. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. Good meeting. Seeing you. Yeah. I have no idea who this is. Walks over and starts messing with his stuff.
I'll get up and head out once Bo moves.
I don't own a hood.
I don't own a hood! I could make you one real quick.
I don't intend to own a hood.
Are you feeling okay?
Confident.
You see her eyes brighten. I'm glad! Feels nice to be home then? Or at least to see your god once again, since I remember what you told me about this place.
He nods. He gets a happy smile. Home cooking. And he just runs.
Yeah,
there
that
we go.
nice home cooking.
He just runs off.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing it's already starting to get dark, right?
Yeah, it's starting to
Okay.
get dark. So yeah, you're able to find an inn or something of that effect to set yourselves up.
Can I talk to the innkeeper? Does he look open to communication? Is what I'm asking.
Excuse me, sorry about that. I was trying not to sneeze and then it just decided to happen.
He is taking them to an inn, by the way.
He what?
He's taking them to a decent inn.
Okay, if you're
Nice.
wanting to go to a decent inn, let me double check my notes real quick.
No,
Decent.
not decent. One he knows well.
Knows well. Okay, there is a difference between those.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, the one he knows is fucking...
I mean, I'm sure we've been worse, whatever it is, so.
Most likely. Oh, most likely.
You do pass by one that's called the fish netting. But Bo, you immediately discard that. That is a just low life's sort of place. That's where like people who are probably pirates go, but no one actually
Someone
calls
just
them
went
that.
flying through the window as you walk past.
No, it's surprisingly quiet.
Team Skull hideout.
There you go.
Oh my god!
That is actually a far more correct. It is basically a Team Skull hideout where there's people just like trying to look thuggish, but after the people you've met and seen, they just look like teenagers who are just like, I'm tough and don't actually have any weapons on them. They're just trying to look tough. It's
Naivar just sighs.
Cute.
Ah, I remember what being.
How cute.
it'd be adorable if that actually meant anything. But you eventually look over, and after looking through a few, because there's not too many places here. There's the fish netting, there's the minnow's path, which that one's a decent one, but the one you know is called the crab catch.
Joe's Crab Shack.
Oh my god!
Sure. The name of the proprietor.
Oh, if I can tell that he's got to look at.
Yeah, I'm pulling up my notes. The owner, last you remember from a few months ago, was a gentleman named Nervain. I will spell it out for you. That's part of what I'm grabbing as well. I'm typing it out so I can just paste it. Nervain. Who is a half-orc. And he's been a decent person. You've known him to be strong of willed and slow of bar fights, as in one time a bar fight tried to start out and he decided both the people were in the wrong, clocked their heads together and threw them both out on their asses because he was not having any of that shit.
Rip.
Does he smell of teen spirit?
You'd have to go find out. But when you enter, obviously you're not covering up your face, so let me make a few rolls.
He's got the hat on.
Oh yeah, he's got the hat on, but that doesn't mean you're
But other
instantly
than that-
recognizable.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh,
got
dear.
the hat. Oh, shit.
The hat.
The hat to him.
Yeah.
It's a hat he's probably had for a good portion of it.
Okay.
But
That'll be fun. A few people seem like, as you're walking in, like most people just kind of ignore you. They're just like, yeah, well, whatever. There's more people. A few people like kind of like look up from their drinks, kind of get like a half salute, like, hey, go back to what they were drinking. You actually hear a few different people choke on their drink.
There it go.
But you just keep walking. That's no concern of yours. And you approach the barkeep, who he's over on the side. You actually see one of the first people who like notices you is one of the barmaids, and she's like balancing two trays. You're like, well, welcome to the crab catch. Well, just take a seat. We'll be right with you. She doesn't seem to remember you. She's too busy trying to serve these people. As you approach the barkeep, he is just kind of doing his thing. He's setting out drinks, fills it up for one of the patrons, holds up a finger to you as you approach, and is just like, "Give me just 1 minute. I'll be right with you." Slaps down a towel, and just one of the guys like looks like he's about to grab. He just kind of points a finger at him. Payment. Guy like, what? Yeah, what? The guy is clearly drunk. And he's just like, he throws out like way too much money. Like he puts out like 5 gold pieces on the table, and he just like pushes it over, just like, cover me for my tip. Yeah, give me my drink already. He gets it pushed towards me, just like, you said it, not me. Grabs it and pushes it over to him. Looks down at you. Stares at you. There's like a full-on just minute of silence as he just kind of stares at you. Bo?
hi.
Well, shit, you ain't dead. Get up here. What do you
don't know why
want to
people
eat?
I didn't know why people thought I'd die so easy. I'm too annoying to die that easy.
Well,
Anything? He puts down 3 gold pieces. Everything.
he immediately nods, takes 3 gold, and you just hear him just like bang against the back wall. You just hear someone on the other side go, "What? We need a round of everything." Everything? Yeah.
From what
Shit,
I
man,
understand,
someone's rolling. Yeah, sure.
From what I understand, the people that I'm accompanied with don't know what good seafood tastes like.
He stares at you for a moment, and you see his hands slowly move up to his chest. He looks personally offended.
In my defense, I'm from the mountains.
I don't give a damn if you're from the mountains. You don't know what good... Bo, thank you
can't
for
remember.
bringing these people into my shack to make them experience a good first time. See, he just like shakes his hand, slaps the wall again, just like, hey, for the all around, hey, first timers, make it count. You just hear you hear just like a whoa, yeah. They're cheering and hollering in the back room.
Oh my
Apparently, this is a
God.
big deal for them.
Wow.
The nickname of this place is the Love Shack.
You're not wrong.
So, if that was said in character, you see Navarre's eyes immediately widen like, God. It's a
Look.
face of, please no.
Look, it's just a little old place where we all can get together.
I fucking hate this.
Okay, the more he
my
says
God.
it, the more... Cue blink gif.
Excellent.
It's like, I'm sorry?
He just grins at you.
Who left?
Who left? What?
Someone's back. Who's back?
It's me.
Meduino.
Madeline.
My train.
My
I just
train!
got death grips like my quality right now, and I'll.
I think the best part about this is I think Khalil's only seen the ocean a few times in childhood.
I've
And
never
that's it.
seen it in character.
Right, Sam!
Yeah, two of
First
the people
time
are
I
just
saw
like,
it was seeing a small halfling vault into.
look at this, oh, look at this water, all this water. Isn't this weird? Oh, there goes Bo. He just
Eugene
threw himself right
is
in.
surprised at the amount of water that exists on this planet that you can't.
They can't drink. Yeah, I know. But Matt, you've been hearing everything so far.
Yeah, I got here before you got to the place where we figured out where to go.
Okay, so you heard about your current location is in the Crab Shack.
Yeah.
Cool. Just want to make sure that you're aware.
Anyway,
All right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yes, he just seems to be having a grand old time with Bo's new friends, and the fact that this is Bo and what the hell's going on. He does hold up a finger to Bo and just like, what was it you liked again that you ordered? Drink wise, 1 on the house, 1.
Water.
He holds up a finger. I might be able to do 2. Grabs a.
Water on the house.
He grabs some water and he slides it over to you. Sorry, I didn't remember if you drank or not. Some people here have been drinking a lot more. Ironically enough, more so since you left and after the after the incident with the orphanage. Yeah, that was a time and a half. But that's neither here nor there, I suppose.
What exactly happened to the orphanage?
Well,
I'm sorry to make you be the one to explain it to me and all.
better me
It's
than
not the
someone
first
who's...
time
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the first time I'm hearing of it.
Better me than someone who'd be insensitive about it and be like, oh wow, those orphans really just deserve to have the whole building knocked over. To be fair, it wasn't wholly knocked over, and from what I understand, the orphans actually, and you're not able to quote me on this, but I've heard that apparently some of the orphans say that a masked individual told them to, and I quote this here, get out before the walls come tumbling down.
Oh, okay.
So someone clearly didn't want the kids getting hurt, but they just kind of went on and just broke down the walls and everything else in between for whatever reason.
How exactly?
From what I can tell, with a maul.
Oh,
Or maybe a great axe. I wasn't really paying attention to the markings since that's not my business.
That must have taken a while.
I mean, you hit the right load bearings and the thing will just come crumbling down. But again, that's not something I was told. That's something I had to hear from someone else. You know, the people who were trying to remake it. There's a nice place for it to, re-up its status as a as an orphanage again, but it's gonna take a while.
Anybody that run it in here still?
That runs it in here? I mean, they're still in the village, if that's what you mean, but, I mean,
Yeah.
who are you looking to talk to?
Who's the woman? Whom's the bitch? What's her name, girl? It's on my sheet. Go to bio.
I'm going to
Go
bio.
to bio. It's on my sheet. The one that ran it.
Char, I DM'd you.
Bio.
Oh.
Miss Verentana.
Yeah, Valentina. Where's she at?
Last I heard she's been... She might not be here.
Well, shucks.
To be fair, she may have tried to get involved in a confrontation that may or may not have gone more poorly than she really thought it would have.
A confrontation.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was my reaction, too. I was just like, I mean, if you
Fair
get into
enough.
a confrontation, you get into a confrontation. That, granted, I don't know when this confrontation happened or whatnot. All I know is that, she was doing something or another, and someone apparently got right pissy and decided that, well, that they didn't like the fact that she was talking some really, really unkind things towards various individuals.
You talking mad shit for someone within sinking distance.
As he's saying that, he looks directly at you. Like he's kind of like making like a you were the one who was being talked about here.
Oh, I've been talked about?
You had been talked about, and apparently because she was talking shit about you, some bad shit apparently happened to her.
Stella heard you talking shit.
Wow.
But apparently
Oh,
that was from a
alright.
fight, not like she was hit by water or anything like Naivara. So that's curious for you.
Just imagine fucking Bo is used to be the leader of the boat gang.
Okay.
No!
I would never betray my gang like this and feel how terrible.
Insinuating that he would abandon the Crane gang.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, you always talk highly of a dead person.
Depends on the dead person, and depends on what you mean by highly.
I mean,
I thought he was gonna say depends on what you mean by dead. And
Guru, just because I'm gonna
Yeah.
Bo's gonna make basically I'm gonna say what real life is. Can Bo just say an equivalent? It's like how an artist always sells better after they die.
Yeah.
So an equivalent to that.
Yeah, essentially, there's more worth in what the dead's done than the living. When people
Yeah.
actually, take a look and realize how much value is in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of just nods at that, just like you're not wrong, but does appears that well, a few people do talk highly of you, even after the fact and such, but she was not one of them.
She never did. It's fine.
There's a kind of a sad, smiling nod as he's just like, I remember some of what you told me. I don't know much, obviously, but what you told me was, well, what you told me, really.
I mean, nobody was really friends with me before I left. I had a lot of acquaintances.
He doesn't look happy about that. Just like, I mean, you're right, but
You
kinda
learn to gr-
yeah, go ahead.
you learn to like accept a lot of things. You know?
He nods.
So I intend to eat good tonight
I can
and
tell.
sleep well.
You'll have good rooms. You might need to throw down a few extra if you're looking for the best rooms, but kind of shrugs. Only about 2 gold more.
Sure. They'll put down 2 gold.
He nods and he hands you a. It's different from some of the other keys because all the other keys are made out of like iron. This looks to be made out of some kind of bronzing, so it makes it look special, but it's not like gold keys or anything like that. But for what this place is, it means a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of just looks at everyone else. I know that you're probably already making sure that you're, getting taken care of by him, but don't forget that, he needs an eye on him every now and then.
Oh, these are my friends, by the way.
I kind of guessed as
Nice.
much because they came in with you.
Oh, we know that.
He nods.
She'll hold her hand out to the fucking innkeeper,
He takes it.
whose name I have not fucking learned.
It's in the chat, Paris.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah,
It's not
it's Nervain.
Oh, I thought it was someone
That's
else.
No, Nervain is the half-orc
Okay.
barkeeper.
Half what?
Half-orc barkeeper. Keeper.
Oh.
I can't see the chat. I had to guess.
You're fine.
Once again, I have to calm down the thought. God.
What thoughtness? Sorry.
It's a half-orc.
Ah, right.
The natural progression, I think.
Does he look like he's local
Yes.
or? Okay.
He's got a sailor's build, a swimmer's body, if you will.
Okay.
Classic freestyle.
Johnny Lamotti with a swimmer's body?
I hate how I know where that comes from.
I'm saying, if you didn't watch Hannah Montana, you weren't popular. It's that easy.
I wasn't. What's your point?
Not in my mind. You're not Butters popular. The most kind of popular. The best kind of popular.
Butter's popular. Oh, God.
I also hold my hand out for Nervain.
He takes your hand. Shakes it. So y'all are unfamiliar with seafood and the like. Well, don't worry. I will make sure that this is amended with my friends in the back. They're great at what they do.
Being born on the mountain, we do that to you.
Just so you know, I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're like talking through a sock
Not in
at distance.
Just.
Did you get surprised again or cold chill?
Cold Jill. It feels like there's something in my ear.
You
Hey, how's this?
better.
What?
Being born on the mountain will do
And now I can't hear you. As soon as you go into that deep voice, it's just like my ears just kind of go, and you're fuzzy again.
He's got such a low frequency voice that we can't hear it.
Yeah.
alert entertained wham. Being born on the mountain will do that to you.
Mountain schmountain. I've had mountain food before.
What'd you
Did
think
you
of it?
go to a mountain?
Yeah. Well, I went near a mountain.
I have never been near a sea in my entire life.
Well, you should have. Clearly, we got to change that. Welcome to the sea. He gives your hand another shake.
Thank you.
All right, take a seat. See if you can make yourselves at least somewhat comfortable. As this is going on, Bo, with your passive perception being as high as it is, and obviously you're not buzzed at all, you do notice that there's like two people who, after
Both
like
of you
they've been
super-
kind of muttering, you haven't heard what they've said or anything. You've been focusing on your conversation. Who just kind of slip out the back, or not the back, out the front. They slip out the front, not the back. And they're you don't see what they look like because like before you like get even a halfway glimpse of them, they've thrown up their hoods. Like the moment you walked in the bar, they threw up their hoods.
Weird intentions in the hoods.
Possibly.
Weird flex, but okay.
All right, he doesn't pay any tomorrow.
You guys eventually get. It's essentially the equivalent. You guys have to go to a table for you to be able to receive this because the bar is for drinks. But it is a spread of different foods: fish,
Excellent.
shrimps,
Oysters, mussels,
oysters,
clams.
yeah, oysters, mussels, clams. You actually see that they have a special container of something that most of the places would not have at all, which is a container of sea salt. And you've not had sea salt before. You've had salt, but this is sea salt.
Hey, here,
Right.
Yes,
What salt do
we got
you
that
have?
tartar sauce.
normal salt. They do have tartar sauce, yes.
Now I want
Guru,
fish.
Yes.
how do you think salt is made?
There are several different ways. I know that there is salt that is from the ocean and has a different taste because of the fact that it is from the ocean.
It's wetter.
So what?
It has different texture.
Hmm. Yeah, there is rock salt.
Yeah, because
I think sea salt
Yes.
is the most common though.
It's the most common, yes, but a lot of you guys have most likely experienced more rock salt than you have sea salt because most of you are from the mountains. You, Claire, would have experienced sea salt before.
Okay. All right. Are the oysters in their shells? Bit of a weird question, but
Some of them are. Some of them are out of their shells. It's so you can, allow Bo to teach you how to deshell them if you want, or just try and figure it out on your own and break them apart. With a hammer
okay,
or
I was
whatnot.
gonna say because I don't know if she's ever had seafood before. So she might end up just eating the oyster whole.
I don't know if you can eat the shell. If you
You're
can,
not supposed to, but
Can you?
try. You're not supposed to, but anything's possible.
Hold on. I mean,
I'll say Bo
I'm-
tells you whether or not you're able to or should eat certain bits if you're
I'm
going
gonna have
for
like a
stuff.
mental breakdown if she ever eats an oyster shell. It's like the candy cane
God,
times a fucking
yes,
100.
Please. I'm thinking about trying
I feel
it.
like it would just be crunch. Like I don't know.
Navarro's gonna like actively like leave the table if we do this. She can
I feel
only
like-
take so much.
I feel like Khalil would take a bite out of the oyster shell, and then go, this is
That's not supposed to.
crunchy.
Yeah.
It's crunchy. It also tastes sweet. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Bo's in shock.
Bo's just like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. No.
Or how do you eat them, Muties? Zadim is looking at like lobster.
Oh yeah,
Like-
they also have like melted butter for
What
the
the
lobster.
heck is this thing?
Oh yeah,
Do I eat the thing? Do I snap it? What do I do?
you're gonna have to teach him butters. So we'll just say
does.
that he does, yeah. Some of it is eaten with like forks and knives. There are some that have it's more of an islander thing than something from the mainland, but chopsticks are a thing.
Would I know how to use those?
You're from
Wait, I misheard.
Yeah, I was about to say. You're not proficient with chopsticks. I'll say that.
Chopsticks.
Zadine looks at the chopsticks, looks down at the lobster, and is like,
Cookies on that.
Never, I was poking the lobster with a fucking stick.
140 check. Perfect.
You watch as you're doing it, one with each hand. You just watch Bo use it with one hand.
Ah,
I scrutinize how he does it, and then I try it.
I'll try it.
Make an intelligence check just for giggles.
I can't.
I
I'm not
will.
fucking
I'm
with
saying
you.
that to Paris, and I'll do it for you on roll 20.
Alright, cool.
Suffer.
God.
Shall I roll as well?
Sure, if you want to.
It'd be good if I roll high.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be
You
good
roll a
if I
natural
roll
20.
low.
20.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you as soon as you scrutinize it for a little, you're like, I know exactly how to do this, and funny enough, you are able to perfectly match it. All of you guys are actually able to do it very well.
I was hoping one of us would roll that one, so the chopstick just like slips and hits us in the eye.
It would have been great.
Yeah, the barkeeper is actually like really impressed with you all for picking it up so fast. She just kind of like gives a nod of appreciation to Bo, just like, man, your teaching methods must be really good.
You're doing
Claire
it.
is Claire's tempted to like, if she needs to, chop her food with the battle axe.
Oh no!
They have knives.
But are they big enough?
Are they sharp enough?
Well, they do the
This
job.
They're-
knife is sharp enough. Battle axe at the table.
Please do not
Don't
bring
dodge
out
the
your
abuse
weapons
this
on the
ridiculous.
table.
You call that a knife?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Put it down.
Thieves' tools to break into the lobster.
No.
Yeah, if you break that out, you might get in trouble.
You gonna get in trouble.
And make it double.
Oh my god.
Listen here, Team Rocket, stop that. But yes, you are able to have. It's a very nice meal that Bo has paid for you all. It's very surprisingly cheap for how much you're getting, but you'd guess that it's probably like meant to be a special occasion sort of thing, which clearly they're treating it as. You know, partly from the fact that, you know, they're all like, "Oh my gosh, we get a chance to serve you your first of these. We got to make this, you know, taste great.
You gotta make this count.
This is a first, boys. Get it done. Get it done." And they're all too happy to see how this goes and see what's going on with it. They are clearly having a good time cooking for y'all. You also do notice that a lot of the people around, they're eating, but not a lot of them are eating, if that makes sense.
I think.
They're just here for like drinks and such. But eventually you guys are able to wrap up for the evening and go to sleep if you want. If you want to ask a question before you do so, yes, Paris. Sounds like
I
you
did
have
want to
such
see
a thing.
Since I was told that fucking my brother passed through here, I did want to ask the innkeeper if he noticed a tiefling wandering around.
Roll an insight check.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Oh boy! I rolled a 9.
I mean, I've served a few tieflings here and there. Recently, just kind of like rubs the glass very slowly, thoughtfully, like he's like trying to pull up the information.
I too had a question for the innkeeper, so I was going to be waiting. Could I also roll an insight?
Not for this.
Okay.
I'll say this is her role. You'll get your own roles depending upon what your question is.
That's fair.
Can I slide 10 gold to him?
10 gold?
You don't know, actually. I think it's fucking 30, because the last one wanted 100. So
Actually, before you pass it, Bo would go. Other than the twins.
wait, what?
Bo looks at the barkeep after you say that and says, "Other than the twin."
He looks at you and just kind of like nods slowly, just like, Yeah. There was a... There was a gentleman who did come through. Granted, I don't really feel right talking too much about him just because he seemed like a nice fella, and I don't want him getting into any trouble.
Was he covered in tattoos?
He might have been. He had coverings and such, so I didn't really notice too much.
Did he have a great sword with elven runes on it? Because if so, that's my brother.
The word elven is so unknown in this one.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you just like, I mean...
Runes that look like this. And she'll point. Hey, if I got to.
Well, I mean, he when you say runes, you see him kind of flinch a bit, just like, ooh. I mean... I might have. Doesn't quite make eye contact with you. Just kind of just says, I might have, and keeps going back to his drink. Notices Zadim, just like, you need help too, sir?
I wanted to see about forging my animal companion.
Where's your companion?
I will whistle slightly, and Bright Eyes will poke her head through.
I'm guessing you said you're gonna whistle and have Bright Eyes poke her head through the door?
That is correct.
Yeah, you went really soft again, so I was just asking to make sure I heard you right.
No worries.
Make another insight check, Paris.
What?
Bright Eyes pokes her head in, and you just see him just like staring out the door, just staring at Bright Eyes, just like,
Oh, so if you have any fish,
fish. Yeah, we've got an abundance of fish.
big fish.
Big,
What lots of fish?
Big fish.
I'd say we could board them for, I'd say, a gold piece. The fish isn't gonna be.
Gold pieces.
He takes them. He takes it half-mindedly, just like, didn't actually think I'd have to, feed a creature in the barn with fish. All right, Paris. One second here. I'm going to DM this. Do you?
I'm pretty sure griffins can eat fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
It's like birds.
Yeah, but some birds can't eat fish.
Well, to be fair, your griffin is also based off of an eagle, so
That's true.
with the body of a large cat.
Cats do like fish.
Let's see here. What?
So much fucking DM.
Okay, cool.
That's why I fucking made that noise.
Anger noises. The
I'll
desire
wait a
for
bit
more.
before I try to talk to him again.
Fair enough.
So once fucking Zadim clears up his business. Bidness? Wow.
That's all. That was all I needed.
Yeah, he gets one of the not one of the females, one of the young men. He kind of like, as he's like, the guy's about to go out, he just kind of grabs him by the shoulder, pulls him back, just whispers in his ear something, and the guy just you hear him laugh, and like you just see Nervain just kind of, he doesn't laugh, he just kind of stares at him, and the guy just like really looks towards the door, looks back at Nervain, and Nervain just slowly nods, and the guy just like, okay. Goes outside and you just hear a, what the fuck? Okay. He was not ready for Griffin.
No one is.
That's fair.
And yeah, you guys are able to relax, take a deep breath, enjoy yourselves, and have a
Yeah.
night.
I'll come down once the bar is more empty.
Okay.
She's not gonna drop this. Now that I know that he's a liar. How empty is it actually?
There's only maybe a few people.
Bo's down. He's
Bo's
been
down
down there for a while.
Yeah.
Good while.
I'll kind of like tap his back.
Hmm?
You alright?
Bo?
No, I meant
yeah,
Bo.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
just happy to be home.
Yeah.
She'll send him a smile before she sits down. I'll tap the God, I forgot.
counter.
What? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why that word was gone.
I've
Oh,
had that
God.
before.
I'll tap it and ask for
Wait,
just, like,
would I have gotten an insight on him too, by the way?
You can roll an insight check, yes.
You gotta do that for me.
Oh, excuse me.
Same information I gave to Paris.
Which I don't have.
Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy and paste it and just change one word.
It's the simplest way.
There you go. That's the body language he seems to have whenever Paris is trying to, or rather Naivara is trying to ask him this question
What question, sorry?
about her brother,
Who?
to Nervain,
Naveen. Oh, yeah.
the barkeep.
Okay. Yeah, I know. who he is.
And yeah, that's the information you currently have on that regard.
I'll just ask for a basic bitch drink. Not water, I need alcohol.
Was in here earlier?
Hmm?
Were the twins in here earlier?
The twins? No.
No, I asked him that.
No, they weren't in here earlier. They've been doing their own thing, I suppose you could say, but thankfully that's been not causing trouble for myself.
Alright.
They're still every bit as much of a pain in everyone else's ass as they were before. Young hooligans doing their best to cause issues, if you know what I mean. I'm hoping that they'll grow up more like yourself, but, well, when you're young and reckless and stupid. You know what I mean, right?
I have 2 younger brothers.
Good for them. Hopefully they're smarter than kind of motions towards Bo, the 2 that he knows. They could have been good kids, but they're still
Growing?
acting the fool.
They're
Kinda-
done growing.
Yeah, they're pretty much adults at this point.
I don't know why, but I love how flat what Bo just said was. Take like a slow sip of her drink. He told you not to tell me anything, didn't he?
Lady, I have no idea who you are. I'm gonna be completely straight with you. You haven't even told me your name.
Naivara Viner Suture.
Nice to meet you. Nervain.
Oh, you told me your name already.
Yeah, I'm introducing myself as is polite. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just kind of. It sounds like someone's snoring. Holy shit! She'll lean her head in her hand. Then why do I keep getting maybes when I ask you if you've seen this person? And it must be pretty important if you feel the need to lie to me.
Lady, I don't know who you are, honestly. And as much as you're friends with Bo, that does not give you any sort of right to think that I'm just going to be able to tell you anything you want.
No, I agree. I'm just concerned for my brother and want to see if he went through here.
I think Taru fell asleep.
Oh my god.
I was kind of dozing. Sorry.
You're fine. I was just looking at the thing to see who the little buzzing sound was coming from, and yours lit up as I heard it.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I just
If
we
you need to go
understand.
take a nap, then it's fine, sweetie.
I've been kind of listening.
Okay. As long as you're kind of listening.
Yeah, I don't think anything's really been happening. So
Not
Beardred hasn't really
involving
had to do
Beardred.
anything.
No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the bartender just kind of looks at you, kind of just shakes his head.
Well, any beg, tell me.
You don't exactly look like his sibling, if you don't mind my saying so.
When you have
It's
a tiefling
weird.
and a drow for a mother, you kind of get one way or the other.
I'm aware. He didn't ever mention his family, so I don't know if one of his family members was a drow. So again,
She ain't got reason to lie about it.
I really don't.
make a persuasion
Please.
check with advantage because Bo just assisted you.
Hey,
Is this in
45.
front of everyone?
No.
No.
She waited till most of the bar was clear. If you wanted to be down there at
Okay.
the time, like drinking and such, you could have been there.
No, Beardred's on his own.
No worries. I figured as much, but I figured I'd give you the option.
Yeah, Kalea would be drinking.
Mhm.
Probably not paying attention.
No worries. He leans in so that only you and Bo can hear as much as he can. Look, just between you and me, there's a possibility, just possibility, don't mind anything I'm saying as pure facts or anything like that, but there's a distinct possibility that when I'm saying great axe and maul, it's to throw people off the idea of there being a great sword involved. Take that as you will. He leans back and goes back to cleaning his glass.
Hold up.
Needless
Sorry, I'm
to-
writing this down.
You're fine. As he does so, he kind of just says, needless to say, there's been some talk of people who weren't pleased to hear about how the town has grown, if you will. Looks to Bo, gives a little nod.
So someone has issue with my associate being here? Or am I misunderstanding?
He kind of like glances at you, just like, what?
I'm so confused. He's saying grown, and I'm slightly confused by what he's saying.
Oh, God, Stan. He
I'm
leans,
sorry.
he leans it again, like he's trying not to say it too hard through his teeth, but it's clear that he's just like, I don't want to have to explain this, but you're giving me no choice. He was just coming through town, and it was shortly after this one here had had his disappearance, and some people were, well, let's just say that they might have been involved so far as we know, but can't prove nothing. Toasting and having a right good old time. And he might have overheard, and then overheard a bit more, and overheard a bit more, until the orphanage had an accident.
Oh. Son of a bitch. This is why I was trying to find him, trying to avoid him too. Oh. Which way did he go?
Beats
Do
the
you
hell out of
remember?
me. I know his lady friend was talking something about looking towards higher place and whatnot. For all I know, they're going as far as Halo or they're going to the capital. Either way, I'm keeping my nose clean of that.
She'll put 20 gold down in front of him. Thank you.
Eiley just kind of pulls it back. Appreciate it.
You've given me more information. Could possibly know. And it is appreciated.
Just what I can do to help, I suppose. Just be careful.
The only thing that I have going for him is the fact that he won't hurt me.
I should fucking hope not. He seems gentle as a soul can be, just with anger to match it.
Ah, that was always the problem. She looks at Bo and she looks like she wants to hug him, but instead she'll hold her hand out for him to shake. Better. Oh no.
Better, she wants to shake your hand.
I can't hug him.
I'm confused.
Huh?
What happened?
I got information and she looks like she wants to hug Bo, but she knows he'll panic, so she tried to shake his hand instead.
Pats on shoulder.
That's as good as it gets.
Oh my, the fact that he can reach that high is what impressed me.
He's on the stool.
I do appreciate your help, Bo. I will head up for the night because that's all I need to do, thank God.
You stay out a bit longer.
Okay.
Bad things are happening tonight or tomorrow. Then it goes up.
As you're leaving, you just hear, "You're telling me."
Remember what he did with the bucket? At the last place?
I do not.
If you open the door,
Oh,
a bunch of sound would go off.
right. Ding, 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 ding. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna do. Then he's gonna take bottles and put it underneath the window.
Okay. Which means I gotta roll for something.
Oh shit.
Alright. Cool. So you guys get a mostly peaceful rest. You do hear just, the sounds of the city, cats yowling and such as that. After a little bit, you wake up, or a little bit, I mean, next morning. And eventually you guys are able to get yourself some breakfast.
Is it more seafood?
I mean, it's a seafood breakfast platter, yes.
You were so excited, that was hilarious.
No, I don't want seafood.
Right.
I'm guessing that food was delicious.
It is delicious, yes. You're not incorrect.
Okay. I mean, Beardrick's been around, but I think he kind of.
This is definitely
host,
something that
so-
you're like, Hey, this is this ain't half bad.
I'm not gonna get it out of my head now that he just like desperately avoids the ocean because he's scared he'll get knocked in.
I mean, you can't be afraid of the ocean, but at the same time, getting knocked in is not exactly a great prospect.
He'll sink like a fucking stone.
And Discord likes to kick me.
No, come
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he's enjoying it. I don't think he likes the coast much, so I don't think he's been around good seafood much.
back.
Sitting here like, please stop. Please get me away from this water.
Yeah, he's not big on it.
That's the
But
way
he
to the
can
heavy
appreciate
armor.
good food.
Mhm.
So we're all eating.
Mhm.
Nom.
You're all awake.
As usual, Beardrick's not really gonna be saying anything, at least not yet.
Yet, obviously.
Kalea's gonna be drawing on her blue.
Mhm. As
I'll be
expected.
sawing.
Okay. After a bit, you see one of the people. One of the barmaids kind of like scurrying in, like keeping her head down slightly as she seems to be a little put off, a little what's a good word for it? A little startled. Startled's a good word. As she's kind of like looks between you all, kind of gives you a very quick, very quick, very curt nod before scuttling into the back and trying to go speak with Nervain.
Guru, I know this is some plot stuff and that's cool, but I just want to let you know I was hoping to do some shopping before we left at some point.
I mean,
same.
yeah, you can absolutely do some shopping. That's not going to be a problem. We've got other stuff going on at the same time, obviously. Which actually, if you want to like leave right now and whatnot, I mean, you can. But what's your passive perception?
We don't know when we're leaving, by the way.
Yeah, you guys don't know
Because
when you're
we
leaving
have
because
to
you have to
find. We have to get a boat.
Yeah, that's the big
true.
thing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like you're just like, yeah, we're gonna immediately get a boat and just leave. Thank you.
Yeah, but I know how things go with us. That can absolutely be a
He's
thing
not, he's
that
got
happens.
a point.
Like, this is not outside the realm of the possibility.
I mean, we were talking about having Bo's boat repair or something, right?
No,
We were thinking about
that is
it.
not
But
gonna
that's
happen.
a bit of a lost cause.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
is at the bottom of the
okay.
ocean.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you want my passive perception.
Yes, if you are going out.
Just if I'm leaving the building?
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's see.
Bo would
I
suggest
want to say
staying
it's
together.
pretty good, like a 15 or a 16 or so. But let me double check.
What were you saying, Butters? Butters.
He
Butter.
would suggest sticking together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't leave until everybody else leaves. Yeah, it's sitting pretty at a 16.
Okay. If Bo suggests we stick together,
I don't feel the safest.
That is fine. There is strength in numbers after all.
should we be expecting some kind of trouble?
Well, from what
Yeah.
I have heard, the people of this city were not exactly the friendliest towards Bo. So, now that he is back, they might return to that state of mind.
They don't seem the friendliest, period, from what I've heard.
You cannot make friends everywhere.
Where should we head first then?
I want to know. I do want to know my passive
We'll
perception
know
is.
as soon as you guys figure out where you're going, because you'll be figuring this out inside, not outside.
I'm hoping to find like an armor.
Okay. Bo, you would know that this would be something that would be best looked into because you didn't really have a use for armor beforehand, so you're not familiar with where an armorer would be. So it'll just be some looking around town for that.
And Beardrick wants to pick up a trident.
Yep. All right. You possibly could get them in around the same area, depending on. What you are looking for. Obviously, trident is a martial weapon, something a little less than simple, but we'll see. We'll see how things go.
He's trained in martial weapons, right? Now.
Yes, he's a paladin. Paladins have training in
That's what
all
I
martial
figured.
weapons. Yes.
I just had to check.
Obviously, no worries. But as you guys are leaving the building, everyone who has a passive perception of at least 15 will notice something on part of the bar's storefront.
Oh no.
Scrawled against it.
What are we here?
Do you have a passive perception of at least 15?
I have a
Yes.
16.
All right. Then all those people will notice that there is
Don't make me laugh.
I know I'm not going to make you laugh.
Asshole.
But there is there's writing on there that seems to very simply say Bo lives.
I don't like that. That's so ominous.
Accurate.
Right?
It's it is clearly intended to be exactly that. Because it's written with Bo, with your particular passive, I'm going to say that you are able to tell that the writing is in a red paint, not in blood as it initially looks like it's written in.
Oh my god!
But when you first look at it, you're just like, yeah, that's blood. No, wait, that's not blood. Everyone else, it looks like it's written in blood.
Can I get closer to inspect?
No,
Make
it's gone already.
No, it's still there.
Create or destroy water.
Oh, you make it go away. No worries.
Yeah.
Yes, it's paint, so it there's like a faint residue, but not enough
I'll
that
take
it'll.
a rag to the rest of it.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, it's very easy. It'll only take maybe a couple minutes at most.
After reading that, I guess Beardrick would be like, "What did you do to get this kind of attention?"
Wait,
Live.
hold on.
Mm.
Wait, what happened?
There was to be fair, that's actually probably quite accurate for Kalir because she does not have a passive perception of 15.
I point out the sign to Kalir.
It was just created or
gonna say,
destroyed
yeah.
water as soon as Bo saw it.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Well,
So we barely saw it before that shit was gone.
I will turn to Kalir. There was a sign on the building written in red paint that said Bo lives.
You did not know it was in red paint. You thought it was in blood.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought he said that in character.
Bo knew that it was red paint. Did Bo say that it was red paint?
I thought he did.
No, I
And
didn't
you
hear
were
him
able
say
to
it.
say, yeah, you can tell
Past
it's
it.
paint once it washes.
Hmm.
You just
Okay.
wanna brush past it.
Yep.
Hmm.
So I've seen some shit. I've been through some shit. That's some weird shit.
Wow.
Well, why
Are they
is you
like-
being? Oh, go ahead.
So, I just. Kalir's just like. Wait. So, is this like. Are they like happy to see you back? Or.
You
Or-
put it aside.
Why are they so upset?
I'm alive.
Yes, that you're alive. Why are they so upset that you're alive?
Because I'm alive. And he shrugs.
Do they not like crab claw people?
I guess.
Well, then they're not very nice.
Agreed.
I love Kalir's train of thought.
It's simple.
Clear mindset. It's simple, everyone else. You know, you make it sound so simple. Clear. It is that simple.
But you see, it is. It really is.
Surprise, bitch. It is.
Should we... did we find them, or are we just gonna keep going?
Can't really
Just keep
figure out
going.
who
It's
did this.
normal. Average stuff.
Are we gonna continue on to the market or something then?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Those of you who are looking for stuff, make investigation checks, or one of you can make it with advantage.
God, please make it.
Looking for stuff.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
For you who is looking for a trident, and for him who is looking for an armor. So I'm saying you two can either roll separately, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Oh, hell.
Can I find a cobbler, actually?
You roll with advantage.
Okay, sure.
It can't be worse than me.
Okay, let's see what we got here, lads.
Liz gonna get some work
Yeah, I actually,
at the smithing guild.
There's
I'm
not
actually
a
going
whole lot of
to-
smithing around here, just so you're aware.
I want to talk
Well,
to
then-
Clear about something real quick.
Well,
Is there a blacksmith?
You can certainly investigate for one. But apparently Zadine wants to ask you something along the way.
yes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not too shabby.
Thank God for the.
Cobblers, there are cobblers, especially, you know, for what you're looking for, but right now you seem to be kind of dragged along because, you know, Bo did say, you know, you should stay together as a group, so their direction seems to be in the way that is not the direction of cobblers.
Waterproof shoes.
Zadine, what were you wanting to say to Clear?
Kalir, I was hoping to ask you for some assistance, actually.
With what?
Well, you see,
And I will pull out my light hammers.
I have had these for quite some time, and they are very useful, but I feel like they are beginning to become a bit, shall we say, lackluster. I was hoping to ask you if you could do something about giving them a bit more of a shine, perhaps adding some silver to them.
Yeah, I suppose. I need to buy the silver.
I would buy that, of course.
That's... Okay, I was gonna say it's pretty expensive and I don't really have any money.
Oh, no
I
worries.
don't have... Well,
I did not expect you to buy the things for me. I was just hoping that you could do it for me, and then I would pay you for it.
well, I mean, if there's a blacksmith nearby, then sure.
Excellent.
Alright.
That was the cutest noise!
Happy Clear noises.
I just have to make one tiny noise, and then Paris just freaks out.
Look, okay! I'm sorry! Adorable.
That's fine.
I would also like to, out of character,
look for a place that would sell shields.
Okay. That's going to be probably with the armor.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I was asking for an armorer.
Yeah.
I spit my tongue.
Okay.
You spit in your tongue?
Wait,
Bit.
That's a
wait,
feat.
is this metal shields and armor?
Mhm.
I mean,
That doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that they're going to be a blacksmith selling it. They could just be a shop selling it. And this area does not appear to be a place of blacksmithing and the like. It seems to be more the selling of items that are brought in.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make me sound like
okay.
I'm crazy.
I thought.
You are crazy.
No, that's fine. I just usually thought armor was made to fit.
It kind of is. In this case, it has been
there's my hat.
made not to fit, but so much as to be adjustable.
Okay.
So that you can,
Alright.
adjust it if need be, or in some cases, doff quickly.
Hmm.
Get naked, strip quick.
Be right back.
Yeah. Because obviously, if you're wearing like heavier armors underwater, having armor that is just like, hi, it's time to sink, and I need to spend 1,
time
2,
to
5. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, that's you don't want that. You want
So
to
what
survive.
you're saying is if I want to kill Virgil, now's the perfect time.
First of all, how dare you?
Bold of you to assume that he can die. Well, he can,
Man,
but
too spiteful to die.
That sounds about right.
you just watch him just walk out of the water 5 miles
No.
away.
No, he just floats. Against all odds and like just fucking natural selection, he floats and stares me dead in the fucking face.
It's like the
Despite
dwarf who's like, I flail my arms around, and he, despite all laws saying otherwise, he was a dwarf who flew by flapping his arms.
Fucking
You gotta toss me. That's what
he doesn't like flying.
He doesn't
That was
like
just as bad.
anything.
No, he likes his feet on the ground.
He likes dirt.
Black
Yep.
Buck making noises of agreement.
Black Buck would be the one that if we had him fly like more than 5 times, he would start wanting to fly.
When pigs fly.
Like that would be his preferred fucking method of transportation.
Sorry, but I gotta make some dinner. Oh, well. I gotta find a good way to, like...
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I know what it's like to have a fucking cat.
Anyways, so as you're experiencing, the city and whatnot, you do eventually see a seller of such items as armors and weapons. It's kind of like an amalgamation of different different items, mostly from the equipment list, obviously, but they are there for you to look over. And as you enter, you see I'm trying to think how to best put this. It's a...
Why do I always get home at 1%?
I don't know, but your ability to
'Cause
do
you're lucky.
so is lucky, yes.
Because you bought some milk on the way back.
There you go. He needs some milk.
Just like my dad promised to do.
God.
God damn it. The person behind the counter is a... I'm sorry, my mind is... Triton. That's the word.
Blank.
My mind was
Actually
blanking,
pronounced
okay?
Triton.
I'm just waiting for that fucking great axe to come flying at your head, Butters.
Can I appraise the quality of the works?
Make a Smith's Tools intelligence check.
There it is. What the hell?
Sorry, I'm just...
That noise was unexpected.
There we are.
Oh, damn, nice.
It's passable for what might be needed. The work is a little bit lacking in what you might like, but that is because it sacrifices some of that durable quality from just the forging process to make it so that it has that feature I mentioned, the quick doff feature. Basically, straps that make it so that it takes essentially an action to just quickly go get the fuck out and drop the armor so that they can, not sync with the armor.
Wax on, wax off.
No.
Sorry.
Stop.
Yeah. Kalir will kind of go.
Peasant. Peasant mark.
She's just very, very lightly shaking her head.
Pass. Not by much.
The Triton kind of motions to you all. Good evening. How may I be of assistance to you today?
I'm gonna that fucking voice. That was out of character before you even say shit.
I was winding up for it. You threw me a softball right down the middle, Paris.
Softball don't mean you're supposed to catch it, and you know this.
Yes. I sell only the finest of armor.
Good vomit.
What is it that you are looking for?
And potions.
Oh yes, many potions.
Do you have to have anything in the way of
shields? We have shields, yes. Is there anything specific you are looking for in that regard?
anything more than a standard shield? I will show him what I have. I'm looking to upgrade.
I just want to shoot.
Kalia thinks to herself, I think it's only downgrades from here.
That's thinking. You said thinking.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks it over. He appraises it with the work of, at the very least, someone who has some idea of what he's doing in Kalira's mind. Kalira just looking at like, yeah, sure, I'm sure.
I'm so sure.
I'm sure you're the one that made this. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so sure about that. Sure. Sorry.
I love the idea that she's being an absolute fucking asshole in her mind, but none of us know.
Oh yeah, that would make complete sense.
She's what?
Being an asshole, but she's only doing it in her own mind.
So none of us know what the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
She's not used to the idea of armor that's like built to just come off really quickly. So she's just like, wow, this is just gonna come apart like
that's exactly what your mind's going. You're just like, why would anyone want this? If you pull on these straps right here, you're just going to have it pop right off. That's
Wait, does that also mean an enemy could use their action to doff your arm?
Get the fuck out of me!
It would essentially be they'd have to do a grapple check first. And then it would be a secondary grapple check. Oh yeah.
Do you realize how fucking?
Oh yeah, they'd have to
shot by all my characters so
they'd have to
fast.
succeed on 2 athletics checks contested in order to do that. But
you know the drop your pockets joke. Imagine just hey, drop your armor. No, I didn't. Now you did.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's a case where like, oh yeah, if you were trying to force someone to drop their armor doing this, it is definitely a possibility. But at the same time, if you're in a grapple with them, they also have the ability not to grapple you, but to try and do the same thing back to you.
If you're wearing the same kind of armor.
If you're wearing the same kind of armor, yes.
Absolute shit out of it.
Give me an hour.
Give me an hour. No.
Spend 10 minutes making your athletics checks, just slowly undoing straps.
1, 2, 3. Hold still.
Stop squirming.
We've only got 99 more rounds to go.
Oh, what sort of improvements were you looking for? This is I mean, it's a decent shield for sure, but you're looking for a specific kind of improvement, perhaps? Mr. I don't believe I got your name either.
You talking about Matt or?
Yes.
And,
Okay.
I love.
Zadim.
Is this a bad time to bring up I can also use shield?
Not at all. I have a good selection of them if you are wanting to buy one.
This is the best time we are here.
I just haven't felt the urge to until moments like this.
Well, I mean, you have found the right place to have such an urge.
I mean, everything in the capital, everything's pointing to the capital at this point, right?
I suppose the capital has good shields. I don't suppose that... I mean,
You're not
unless
the person I'm talking to.
Forgive me. You were speaking with
It's
me a
okay.
moment before, so I couldn't be sure. The capital does have a selection of items that you might be interested in, but I suppose it depends on what your friend is looking for, as apparently he is still perusing my items. Take your time, sir. When you feel that you're ready to let me know about what sort of improvements you're looking for, I will be happy to help you. Out of character, I don't know if Matt is just not here or what.
I'm here. I'm just waiting for you to tell me what you got.
He asked you what he... Oh, man.
I answered the question
You didn't.
earlier.
You said an improvement.
Yeah, like...
Yes.
I showed him the shield, and I
Yep.
was like, you got anything better than this?
He asked what you're looking for because he's like, okay, I've got a few ideas, but I don't want to show you the entire shop just because I don't want to waste your time.
Okay, I thought you were saying that to Bo.
No, he was talking to you first, and then Bo answered with like, hey, everything's pointing to the capital, and then he started talking to Bo because you weren't answering.
Alright. Do you have anything in the way of magical shields?
I mean, I suppose you can call them enchantments. They work for
Not
what
insight
they
that?
need. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, Don,
Yes.
calm your nipples down.
I know
Calm
it's
yourself?
I am calm. I'm just laughing at it because of the way the
Why
fact
is
that he's
it
just
that
like
when I say that, I rolled that? Lovely. So that's what I need to say to roll high. Got it.
The nipples gain revenge.
Nipples,
The nipples bite back.
nipples.
No!
Enchilada.
God, imagine.
I don't.
Oh dear.
All right, so with the 21, everyone else is just like he's like magical in a sense. Like everyone else is just like what? Paris, they're enchanted. Clearly, he's aware of what his wares do. That's not the issue. The reason why he's acting like that is probably just because he's like he's trying not to be like, okay, you're asking this question. There's a lot of you. Your new faces, I don't know. Please don't try and rob me.
But he thinks we're trying to shake him down.
He thinks you're trying to figure out what he's got to see if maybe if like you're gonna be those sort of people who like don't buy anything and then come back later to steal the stuff. He doesn't know you. He's trying to make a living, man. He don't know what he's doing. He's trying to just play it safe.
He's trying to live and also make a
He
living.
thinks
Yes.
the fucking case in the joint.
Yes, because of the fact
What
that
kind of fucking town is this?
partly because of the fact that Zadim just didn't answer him when he asked like what he was looking for. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, you didn't ask questions, man. You just decided to
funny.
just let that happen. So he's thinking that you guys are casing the joint now.
Oh, for the love of
dear.
Pete.
This is.
You can't just make assumptions, man.
This is funny.
I thought you were talking to somebody else and out of character.
No, I said that I was talking to Zadim. Because Zadim was the one who had asked it, and then he started talking to Bill because Zadim wasn't talking to him.
It's true.
Well, I missed that and I apologize. So I will
It's
be more
okay.
specific.
This is
Yes.
funny though.
Oh no, this is
Do you have
hilarious.
any shields
Hi,
that
kindly.
would, say, do something beyond just protecting, or slightly better than the shield that I have would? something magically inclined along those lines. And I will pull out, I don't know, let's say, I'll pull out my money bag. Like, I'll pull out my coin purse.
Okay.
Mr. Moneybags Malone.
And I will put it on the counter and say, I'm willing to pay good money for this. I just want equipment.
How much do you have?
Let's see.
You should have a good sum. I've not been stingy with you guys.
You have not. No, not at all.
Lump sum.
Oh, how cash money of you.
What?
The only person that spent big bucks is Bo, and that's because he had to buy the the good boy
I
diamond.
forgot how little money I spend. Have you marked off any of the money I've spent so far today?
Not today.
I think
What about? I mean, yesterday. Like
From the 2 gold that you spent for making sure
Yeah.
that no, I didn't do anything like that because I didn't know if
that's
you were.
cool. That's perfect. I'm gonna DM you how much money I have.
that is
Save?
in the triple digits.
It's
Yes.
well beyond that, I thought.
Well beyond that.
But,
No, it's
Okay.
close to being not the triple.
okay,
digits
but also
anymore.
you guys got to remember, save money for good boy diamond.
Yeah.
That's why I have so much money, because I don't buy anything.
Khalid just, Khalid's
Bo's got the
gone
first
with money.
diamonds, but you also got to realize
Those
if more than
diamond-
one of you motherfuckers die in a fight, Bo has to choose which one to save. And I'm being real honest, Bo might just let both of you die at that point.
He's only has so many good boy diamonds.
Oh my god.
Bo is the type of guy, he's not always willing to make the choice, man.
I don't want to choose between my friends. Also, I don't want to just, you know.
Khalid just never ended up getting that much money in the first place.
I don't know how you haven't. I've not been stingy with you guys. At least I thought I
clear.
wasn't.
You ended up getting like almost 1,000
Khalid?
gold at one point.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Go back and watch like the second episode Bo was introduced, which I think was episode 26.
NPR, have you just not put this onto your sheet?
Oh, that. Oh.
I think Bo was introduced episode 25-ish.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Okay.
Have you just not been putting the money onto your sheet?
I must have completely forgotten.
And I think we've gotten some cash money since then.
Yeah.
I think that's why you thought you didn't have any money, bro, because you just forgot about that.
You guys have had some money.
I don't think we've been paid since.
You have not been paid
That-
for your work with the warlocks because you were literally told like, when you get a chance, feel free to come back so we can make sure you get paid. Because
didn't we pass by though?
you went you went towards the mountains, so they told you to like look into stuff and it'll take its time there. Sorry, that's poor
Are you
wording.
referring to Jewel Watch, the cave?
Ivory
place,
Hills.
or... Oh, okay.
The Ivory Hills nobles told you that.
right.
Yeah, you guys
We
are still supposed
been
to
paid for the warlocks.
Yes, you were told that you'd be paid for it, but you also didn't go back to it. So they have no way to, pay you yet because you aren't there to get paid.
Can't we go to one of the local chapters of the guild we joined and just get paid through there?
You can
Local chapters.
but there's not one in Vessel's Perch.
That's fine. Is there
And
one?
you didn't ask about that in Jeweled Watch, so no one went to check that out.
I'm so very triggered at the cash money joke. That's gonna bother me for so long.
All right, but I put my money bag on the table. So
Okay. He looks it over, and you see like as he like he doesn't open it. He just hefts it.
I was gonna say it'd be rude to just fucking open someone's money bag.
I mean, to be fair, he put it on the table.
It's kind of cocky to just slap it on the table. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
you
to
just
convince this man I'm not trying to steal from him now because I didn't understand earlier. Steal from him.
Okay, to be fair, Zadim is a mountain man who has shown multiple times that he does not understand social cues.
I was gonna
That
say,
is
would he
also true. This is
understand?
absolutely the kind of thing he would do.
Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to convince you that I'm not trying to rob you, but I'm also going to slap down this huge bag of money right in front of you and be like, eh?
I think that's his way of pretty much saying I'm willing to buy.
I am
True,
aware.
but
This guy is
it's
still
forward.
trying to decide whether or not this man's on the level.
I'm sorry. As
Right
soon
now,
as he,
though,
like,
the money's talking.
As soon as he slapped down the bag, like fucking Veers Shakir Ibarra go, God damn it, an undercommon and walk to the corner of the shop.
As you're showing off, hey, I do have money. I can pay. He seems to be kind of like silently just like what sort of things do you find yourself facing? That'll help me with figuring out what would be best to shield you from, if you're understanding my meaning. Mr. Zadim.
What would be like? I'm sorry.
What would be the sort of combat you are most often finding yourself in, so I know what you most need to defend yourself from?
Oof, that's a big question.
I can help you with the elements. Not sure what much outside of the elements I could help you out with. Most of the shields and such that are made here are not with that in mind. There are other things, of course, that we can help shield you from. One of them is I question the quality of this item, and I do not recommend it. Because
you can absolutely say you're versatile.
I feel as though the person who created this did so with a guffaw in mind.
Guffaw.
Now I'm curious. Out of
Right.
character.
Are you curious in character as well? Okay. He shrugs, just like, if you're wanting to see it. He goes over, and it's not even like in the front room area. It's in the back room.
Oh, gotta go in the back for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they keep the good stuff.
And he pulls out a shield that looks as though it is got a web-like design on it. And in the center of it is a thin bar that looking at it, it both is functional and clearly meant to have like purpose as well. That purpose likely being to also be a representation of an arrow. He sets it down, just kind of brushes it off. Let me actually pull out what this is called.
Isn't this like the shield that fucking blocks projectiles?
Shield.
Or wait, is this the fucking sticky shield that Amnostra had at some point?
This is not the sticky shield that Amnostra had at one point.
Not gonna lie, that's what I was thinking.
It is not an adhesive.
Goop on the end of a shield.
Yeah, that was literally just putting goop. To be fair, it already had goop on the end of the shield. She just was using it further, which I should have made it a one-use thing.
I've got an idea of what it is.
I know you do.
Too,
you like to read
I'm
through
a little
all the
bitch,
things.
yeah. I'm a little bitch, yeah.
Yeah. You shush.
I like that Don does not deny these accusations.
No, he has called it this himself, and I will allow him to do so. That's not for me to say if he is or is not. But the item, he kind of slaps it, like clearly being like, yeah, this is what I got. And after staring at it for a moment, he kind of looks up. You're like, oh yes, I need to explain to you why this is what it is. It is a shield that, according to its maker, makes it so that anyone attempting to combat you at range will find you inexplicably more difficult to harm, forcing them essentially to come closer.
Don, give me that layman's terms out of character, please.
Resistance to ranged weapon attacks.
Resistance
this ain't what I thought it was.
Weapon attacks, like damage is halved.
Yeah, any ranged weapon attack while you are holding that shield is halved.
Yeah, this ain't what I thought it was.
The main issue is, again, I doubt the quality of the item from its creator. That's my only hesitation, but it was part of my stock, and I am thereby able to sell it if you are willing to essentially sign away, understanding that I myself have not condoned this, and you cannot simply attempt to bring it back and blame myself for not warning you beforehand.
I will pick up the shield, and I will glance over at Kalir.
What do you think?
You might have to tap her. I don't think she's talking.
I thought she...
Clear.
Ooh. I thought Imperius would be right back.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Shame. I would like to hold judgment and be right back.
Good. Clear.
I don't know shit about like weapons and armor, man. I gotta ask.
Also, just so you're aware, this is only resistance to ranged weapon attacks. So ranged spell attacks are still ranged spell attacks.
Oh, it's a shame. Okay, good to know.
So I could just Eldritch Blast you to death.
Yes, you could still do that. I mean, why you'd want to kill Zadim, Paris, trying to make accusations out here that you could just destroy him?
I just made a joke about killing Virdrick.
Oh, I mean, you're right. Drowning Virdrick. What is with you today?
What?
Are you just... Taru comes in at that moment.
I come back to that? What?
Did you not hear when Paris made the joke about Nivara pushing...
My exact words...
The difference is, Virdrick's a little shit.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
He is.
I mean, Zadim can be a little shit, but he's not always a little shit.
He's a big shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's a big shit.
He's 6'10". That's a.
You're right. That's a very big shit.
It's true.
Candy cane, and that's all I'll say on the fucking matter.
Did Zadim get his shield?
He's still thinking it over. He's asking Kalir what she thinks of it.
Okay.
Because the storefront owner is basically like, I can't vouch for the, how good of a shield this actually is.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's useless.
Oh no, it's not saying that it's useless. He's just saying that he doesn't,
No, I said he's useless, not it's useless.
Oh, he's useless? Oh, okay.
He mentioned that he also has stuff to protect from the elements?
Mm-hmm. And then he asks you what kind of elements you're expecting to face.
That's the thing. I mean, I guess poison and necrotic.
If you say poison, he'll be like, "Oh yes," and then you say necrotic, he's like, "Oh no." So he's got something for poison, but not for necrotic. He did mention that he only has it for like elements, not for other forces of nature that are beyond his understanding.
You're already resistant to necrotic damage anyway. You're fine.
Yeah, did you forget about that, you Azamar?
I did not know, but it's always nice to ask.
Yeah. He pulls out a shield that appears to have a very, kind of a piratey skull theme to it. Black background and everything, and he kind of shows it to you, kind of offering it like, yeah, this is of resistance to that necrosis you were asking of. That is, well, not necrosis, forgive me, poisonous elements. Why you are dealing with things of poison, I will not ask, so long as, we are in agreement that that is dangerous, and you should probably ensure that you don't have to worry about that too often. He, looks, very concerned. Just like,
I agree, but I cannot promise that will be the case.
Fair. Kind of just nods.
What other kind of armor does he have? Not shield-wise.
He's got a whole spread of different armor types, ranging from...
Look at the spread.
Yeah, ranging from mostly in the realm of light armors, but he does have medium armors and heavy armors as well. All in this design of this quick doff, get out of dodge kind of armor. As well as make a are you actually looking over the armor, or are you just perusing it with your eyes?
Yeah, if I'm gonna be putting this on the bot, I want to make sure it works.
Roll an investigation check.
Putting this on the bod.
Okay. Um,
I'm glad you see it, because I don't see dick.
no. There was something else that was rolled as well that
Oh, okay.
I needed to see, and I'm...
I'm sitting there like, I can't see
yeah.
the damn thing.
Bo seems a little tired by the... Just a little sleepy.
He didn't get much rest, did he?
Not good rest.
Not good rest, but, you know. In a town like this, it's easy to understand why. If you understand his backstory stuff.
Virgic's like, fucking relatable. Or fucking Taru, as I should say.
Oh my god.
Taru's like, I get it.
Don't mind me.
I'm basically, as a person, me personally, I'm just living off of 6 hours of sleep a night, and that's fine.
Oh, you too? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to be able to do that.
I'm functioning.
Right. You entire sitting over here like, we got 10 hours of sleep. Still tired.
I can't do that.
I have to force myself to do that when I can, just to make sure that I don't die from exhaustion later.
My problem's staying up.
I mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
I know it is. You don't need to tell me.
NPR better be glad he's not, because he does not want to be part of that conversation.
Yeah. Anyway.
NPR not being here is slowing things down. No.
NPR, no.
If you want, you can say we just kind of...
Yeah, I'll say that Clear will do an inspection of stuff as well, but I still need that. Roll an investigation check with advantage from Clear.
Okay, could you roll it for me? For some reason, it's not letting me roll.
This said you ain't doing shit.
There's the
There's
man.
the mans.
Do you want to identify something Zadim's telling you to identify?
Not
identify. He's just looking around at it. He wants the quality. Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, this
Vibe
identify,
checking.
then I'm right here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, right. What
Smith's Tools Intelligence.
He wants you to vibe check the item.
Oh my god.
She smacks it.
Oh my Christ.
Oh, damn.
The construction quality of it is solid. It's a good shield. Like, just in the construction of and the make of it, it's, you know, for what the seller is selling, it's great. As you're looking it over, Smith's Tools wise, you do notice that the areas where like the runes are, there's a few that appear to overlap, likely from the web design, which appears intentional from what you can tell, but for what purpose you can't say. But there's definitely something, you know, about the way that that's designed that's intended, the purpose of which you're just like,
What is this, by the way?
It is a shield with a spider-like design on it that has an arrow that seems to be like going up and down through it. Just seeming to be, it's one of the ones that was was asked about, you know, not really given exactly what all he needed. The item seller was just like, I mean, I suppose this could work, but I mean, I just want you to be aware, I cannot vouch for this.
Do the runes look like arcane sigils?
Yes, they look like this is magical.
And
he says that it would, layman's terms.
Okay.
It is a shield that will give you resistance to ranged weapon attacks.
Alright, she'll mention.
Yep, which is exactly what he was told.
Oh, okay.
No, you're basically validating that, you know, what he's saying is in fact true. He's not, you know, full of the shit, just, you know, he's apparently just like, no, I can't vouch for this, which you're like, I mean, I don't see why not, but okay.
Say that it's pretty well made.
He kind of shrugs. I'll sell it to you, I suppose I could give it for a slight discount, say 300. If this is the one you're looking for. If you want to look at the armor as well, you can make another Smith's Tools check, or you can make an investigation check with advantage, Clear.
I will give you advantage.
That's why you would be getting advantage on the investigation, not on the Smith's Tools. To look at the other armors that are here. Because you did a peruse of it before, but now Zadim's asking for you to, you know, help him look it over.
Alright.
A 20. Okay. The items here, they appear to be in good quality. Nothing stands out to you as being super like magical or anything like that. But one thing that you do notice is that it's not technically an enchantment, but it's, or at the very least, not fully. There is a minor enchantment that you do notice, like under some of the armband areas, that give it a mariner's marking. Essentially, it would. It looks like it's made more for people who are going to be going into the water, beyond just the quick doff, which is more for if you're fighting and you fall into the water.
What's the mariner's mark?
You don't know exactly. That's just what the rune that you see looks like. You can roll an Arcana check to see what you know about it.
Okay.
14. It's, as far as you can tell, it's something to help with people who are armored trying to swim, but what exactly that means or what it specifically does, I mean, as far as you can tell, it helps them swim in water.
Is there like a shield that's like a surfboard?
There's actually one that does kind of look like a surfboard. It's not fully a surfboard. It's too small of in terms of like not depending. For what a surfboard size is, it is not that big, but it is shaped in the shape similar to. It's more like a boogie board, yeah. But yes, there's a shield like that.
I'm gonna be right back.
No worries.
Sawdust. Surfer bros, hell yeah.
Look, we're surfer paladins, man. We just.
I did have an idea for a turtle paladin. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds
and he
fun.
was gonna be a dude, bro.
Awesome. But yeah, that's what Clear notices and what Clear will be able to tell you. And when that's mentioned, it's just like, yeah, it's some people who go on to ships there, guards and such as that, who are not used to the sea and not used to having to swim about and such as that, they ask for it to assist them to make sure that they're able to swim as though they were, well, not wanting to drown.
What kind of armor is it?
A variety, like I said. There's even a few that are in heavy armor.
Okay.
The highest quality is he has splint mail for heavy armor. And he does carry half plate, but the price of it is more than normal half plate. It's probably a good 150, 200 more. So you'd be paying like 650.
That's a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Money a certain halfling don't got.
Is there any armor in here that wouldn't give me disadvantage on stealth? Like give me a better armor class than
breastplate.
16?
It would not give you a better armor class than 16.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's currently studded is your best bet.
I mean, depending on your dex, which I don't think he has max dex.
No.
Is a 16 though, right?
I do.
Which would give you a 15 with that, and if you wanted like the 16, you'd go with breastplate. If you wanted a 17, you could get half plate, but again, the main issue with that is that it'll give you that disadvantage on stealth that you're really trying to avoid.
I like being stealthy despite being a large man. There's a certain dichotomy of it that I enjoy. Also, sneaking through anywhere is very difficult when you clank like a bunch of pots and pans.
I've done it before with negative dex. It's amazing how high you can roll when you've got negative stats, or how low. Having that -1 is always a joy.
Out of character, I also don't want to be dropping cha-ching on this armor when I know better armor waiting for me when we leave the country.
Sure.
I will ask him if he has any +1 armor with that swimming enchantment.
He kind of looks at you, looks at the bag, looks back at you. You can't afford it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What did I miss?
He's trying to
I
see if
came
he can
for
get
the good shit.
+1 stealthy armor with the watery enchantment, and the guy just basically said you can't afford it.
I'm gonna guess it's like fucking 10 grand then.
No, it's not that high.
How much is it?
With the
More than I have.
with the two that you're asking for, the one on its own would be within. I mean, you may be able to afford it, but it'd be in the realm of almost 900 gold. He has not looked into the bag, by the way. He's still just left it
Oh,
on
yeah.
the table.
Right,
So
right,
he's
yeah.
assuming that it's around 800, which is why he's just like, yeah, you probably can't afford this, or at the very least, you're going to want to save up for other stuff. He doesn't know.
Do you perchance know a place more magically inclined? Something that has to do with scrolls.
We are a small fishing village here. I'm only getting this stuff because I deal with people who trade really well.
By the way, I'm so angry at myself that I forgot to fucking sell the scrolls at Jewel Perch. There
You're
was so
fine.
much shit going on.
Yeah.
Is it potentially accepting... You said you deal with all manner of people. That's how you get all this stuff. That's what you just said, right?
Mhm.
If I were to give you something somewhat worth it in trade, as well as the remaining amount, would you be willing to give it?
Puts a finger in his ear. Can you say that again?
She'll set down one of the spell scrolls.
I don't trade like that, ma'am. I have to work with what I've got in front of me, and this is a value I cannot confirm until I've gone through my checks, and I'm not risking my business on that.
Gone through his checks, what?
Essentially, he doesn't know jack about magic like a caster would, so he is not going to be purchasing things of magical quality and putting
Then
his
how is
business
he
on.
able to
He's
gauge how much a magical bit of armor is?
His checks. The people that he brings it to make sure that is of the quality he needs. That he literally just told you that.
I was slightly confused by that, but fine.
He's not doing it to be like
What the
rude
hell?
or anything. He's just being like, no, this is literally how I do my job. This is how I live my life.
I mean, Zadine, what do you want, bud? Like, you just want a new shield, or you want new armor?
A shield at this point. Do you have anything else?
Think about, didn't one of them make you move better underwater?
He motions to the wall. These ones over
Well,
here do.
I'd recommend the one underwater. You know why?
Hmm.
Think about this. You're a quick lad on your feet. You have longer legs. You have the capacity to fly. Now, if you get the capacity to swim better, all of a sudden you're a triple threat.
All
Of
that's left
air,
is-
earth, and sea.
Oh my goodness.
No, so much!
You make a good point. You make a good point.
Air, earth, sea. You're unstoppable. You are bear, fish, bird.
I mean,
That is terrifying.
Isn't that now
you
abort?
can't burrow through the.
Yet.
He points with him. Like,
Oh my god!
mhm. Yeah.
I'll look over the kinds of armor. What will get me to like a 15?
In my head, I wish that I had an immovable rod to, like, anchor Zadim just in that moment.
Hello.
Oh, no!
No, I'm still here. I'm just like to a 15.
Yeah.
He does
What's
have
your AC?
he
You're
does have
already at a
breastplate
what? What is your AC currently?
Yeah!
16.
because he has
Why do you
a
want
Oh.
elven
It's plus
chain.
1.
Oh, do not get rid of that.
Oh, I'm
Get in here!
absolutely not getting rid of it.
Okay.
He's just
Okay.
saying he would want to trade up, is what he's saying.
Which is technically not
Getting
true,
rid
but
I was so confused. I'm just like, what?
You have magical chain. Because that also makes it so anyone is proficient with
yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does have breastplate.
Mm.
He does have chain shirt. He does not have hide armor. That's one he doesn't have.
Wasn't looking at hide. That's cool.
Mhm.
I will.
He has the chainmail and he has split mail.
I will go for the chain shirt
Okay, so
because that will not give me disadvantage on stealth.
What can I say?
No!
yeah, so just mark that off, and you'll have Mariner's chain shirt.
How
The
much is it? I
price.
forget.
It's chain shirt's not super expensive, I don't think. No, it's basically just 300 gold.
You are officially a triple threat.
How much money do you have, Mad?
Decent amount still.
That's
Okay.
that's one good boy diamond. That's how I measure everything now. Is just in
How
good
many
boy diamond.
good boy
I asked
diamonds
because
is
I
that?
remember him saying I'm almost out of the triple digits, and I didn't know which way he meant.
I meant the up way, not the down way.
Okay, thank God.
Batalin out here like, I do not know what money is.
Walking
Zadine
around.
has barely a better concept of it. It's like he hunts, he traps, he makes things to survive. Like buying things for the past like 5 or 6 months has been an experience for him.
I'm sitting here crocheting a fucking beanie in the back of the cart. I don't make shit.
You're literally crocheting a beanie, Paris. That is making
I'll make-
shit.
Shit.
You don't make what shit?
Useful.
As someone who is currently
Oh,
re-experiencing winter, yeah. Don't give me that.
It's not even close to fucking winter.
It's close enough.
Yet.
No, I don't mean IRL, you jackass.
Oh, okay. In which case,
I
yeah.
mean yet. Also, I don't care if it's winter. Depending on those winds, it can get cold on a,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
especially late night.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck you.
Yes.
No,
Have
Politely.
you ever been sailing before?
Whoa.
Jesus,
I
it gets cold.
NPR, I'm hydrophobic. Why would I ever do that?
I will also ask the man if he knows where to get some silver in the
I
sense
went sailing in spring
of,
and it got cold.
Not like jewelry, but in the sense of like silvering weapons.
Oh, he he does your group a once over again. You're one of the O's. Oh, that
It explains our eccentricities.
a little bit, yeah.
Eccentric-
No offense,
Candy cane crunching.
no offense, ma'am. Your group does have the appearance of people who are.
I understand. He has no right to say this.
What about
It's like-
me?
You're amongst the group, yes. You've definitely, yes. You stand out because you're amongst the more normal of them. Besides the other one, and the other one is continually looking at.
Motherfucker.
Is that a boar outside? Never mind. He's just as weird as the rest of them.
You have not mentioned the griffin.
He is.
The what? Looks outside, sees Griffin. Oh. Realizes, oh, there's Griffin.
I love
I
the
think it's
Chris.
smart we get out of here quickly
I'm so
so this
sorry for
man
my
doesn't
mom.
get bothered. Like the
I'm fine. I'm fine. There's no.
you don't understand.
I do not know.
Places don't like me going. People don't like me going places, and they like to write a reminder of that on buildings.
What?
I love
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, could I have just Arcus sitting down on fucking Bright Eyes' back just in case he needs to like raise an alarm, essentially?
Beardrick suddenly is like, we need to get out.
The fuck?
As he
Now.
says that, you hear as a bottle slams
with a note on
through it's a bottle. It doesn't have a note on it, but what it does have is a burst of fire.
Oh, this bitch.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Someone Molotov this guy's store while we're in it.
I was trying to start.
Another one comes through, and then another and another. There's like
Where is that coming from?
outside.
I
Not
walk
stopping
outside
this?
like, what the fuck is
Wait, is-
throwing?
make a dexterity saving
inside
throw.
the pit.
Wait, question: Is the guard Griffin not doing anything?
Guard Griffin is waiting on Zadim to say anything, but it is looking directly in the direction of these people. Like they were just standing there before, but Bright Eyes and Black Buck are both looking at this like no, but this is bad.
Are they within eye shot of me?
Make a perception check.
No. Are they within eye shot of me?
Make a perception check.
Hello.
Get out of here.
Hi,
Hey.
here.
15.
I gotta get
Can I
going.
just ask a question?
All right.
Yes. What's your question?
What happened? I heard bits and pieces. Like my internet was just
All of a sudden, we got Molotov in the
Yeah.
middle of the magic shop or the
Yep.
weaponry
The
shop. we got
shop,
Molotov.
just shop
No,
in
no,
general.
Yeah.
before that. I mean, like
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything was
The team was-
peaceful. We were just shopping.
Can I?
Yes. Let him finish.
The dean said something, and then the shopkeeper replied and said we're all basically weirdos.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because
So
I
we're
said my
eccentric.
partner was outside, and I said where this explains our eccentricities. When I asked about silvering, if he knew where to get silver in the turn, because I figured he'd probably know based on the fact that he
Oh.
has like armor and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was going to direct you to some place, but he got interrupted by the fact of, so that's why you guys are weird. And then Molotovs.
Cool. So I walk
Really,
outside.
alchemy fire, really.
I dodge a Molotov.
With your 50, you can also make a perception check, Zadim.
With my 22. Let's see. Is
I
it
would have
dodge-
followed Zadim out. Do I have to make a
This good
perception?
perception check.
Do I
Yeah,
have to
Beardrick
make
would
a
have ran
dex
out.
saving?
Oh, 23.
23.
Nice.
All right, so the two of you see a group of people who appear to be, as realizing you guys are walking out. The fire's still raging on behind you, by the way, just so you're aware. That's not stopped.
I would have ran out.
Done.
Everyone,
I asked if I
leave.
could see them for one specific reason.
Hmm.
Are they within 60 feet?
No.
Are they within
Yeah.
90 feet?
Oh, by
One
the
of
way,
them
Dawn,
barely. Yes.
Is
I messaged
anyone-
you, Dawn.
I have a question.
And Black Buck
Bo-
is on the run.
Bo gets upset enough. Is anyone gonna stop him from summoning the lightning as his hands start crackling with it?
I
I
will
put
kind of
my
like.
hand on him without the
Hilaire.
fire first,
Right.
then lightning.
Hilaire just doesn't notice.
No!
She
It's on
will
fire!
notice that the place is on fire after a moment.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
She notices the place on fire. She doesn't notice what the
What did
actual
it?
context is that Bo is calling lightning.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bo's about to fucking murder them. Like,
He'll regret it. That's why Zadim stopping him.
I said
Um,
fire first, then lightning. I didn't say I was stopping him. I said I
Oh,
was delaying
God.
him.
it's gone. He's charging.
Oh Jesus!
All right, so
He's
we,
got tiny legs.
I'll chase after him.
We-
Jesus Christ!
we will say that this is where we'll end the
Yeah.
session with you guys getting ready for a chase scene.
Yeah.
As you see them getting chased, you also do see that they're being chased as well by Black Buck, who is immediately. You just see them running away as this
I
boar.
told Bright Eyes to sick him. Just saying.
Well, as soon as
I
you got
wonder-
outside, but Black Buck had the heads up and
Black
wherewithal
Buck's
to
on
just
fire.
Yeah,
And
which
fire
we'll
hit
get
the
to that
place
next time.
Papa was.
Guru, can I have
That's
asked you
my
something, by the
pig.
way?
Ask me what.
As I released a spell, could I have tried to hop from the shop onto Bright Eyes? So
on a
she
bright
can carry
eyes,
my skinny ass.
I'll allow it.
You just
She
angered
is
the
wearing a
Tempest.
saddle.
You just angered the Tempest cleric on a griffin.
Oh God!
Fear.
Does anyone notice? Does anyone mention that? Like,
We
You
bring
saw
Kalir
bottles
along.
get thrown in and exploded.
You're.
does anyone mention that they were kids?
They weren't kids.
They are not kid. Like, at most, one of them is a kid. The other ones all look to be more young adult to adults.
Oh, I thought you said they were like kids.
No.
Oh no, that's just I'm talking about it like figuratively, kids. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck these kids up. Like
These
okay.
children, these infants.
They're not actual like.
They're not actual children.
you've seen Bo actually get angry for once, and it was genuinely just because they actually damaged someone else's property.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
Wow.
Terrifying, but good to know.
Okay.
If everyone's chasing these people, Claire just kind of she's thinking for a sec. She's like,
I'm guessing that the Creator Destroy Water was for trying to help put out the.
You're just fucking gone. I'll cast it at second level just to make even more sure.
To make sure that the fire gets put out.
Yeah, second level. So that's what. Oh my
It's
Christ!
20 gallons.
20 gallons of water.
Butter, you're gonna drown the man!
No, it's gonna be like a rain-like effect in the building.
Yeah.
It's
Basically, it's a
trickle
sprinkler
out.
system gets
Yeah,
turned
sprinkler
on.
system. Exactly. Yeah.
I gotta
Precisely.
get running, so
Yeah.
Yeah, bye. And for everyone else watching,
Bye.
thank you all so much for watching this with us. It's been a delight. Someone say something real quick.
Wait,
Cool. I was just double checking because my thing didn't look like it was picking up any sound from you guys. I'm like, okay, I better not have had lost that because there was some. I would have. But no, we're all good. We're all good. But yes, thank you all so much for watching with us. We hope you all enjoyed as much as we have. And until next time, we will be WhatTeamComp as we have been. This has been Temptations of Ait'seh. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Boy.